Going on YouTube, man? We back at it. So now we're gonna be talking about Australia, right? So Australia had two places you could be at. So you remember that map I was telling you about where you had the red and the green? Every place you go there, you got places where you can go and you got places where you can't go. And so the places that we could go and the places that we frequent the most often are called Brisbane and Gold Coast. Now those two spots were the spots. Let's get into the video. Talking about Australia, man, we talking about stuff that you pretty much already kind of got an idea what Australia is about, right? You got kangaroos, you got koalas, you got zoos, you know what I'm saying? They might have a little site here and there. What people don't know, Australia had a beach there. That's what we was at Gold Coast for. In Brisbane, they had all the casinos, they had the nightclubs, they had stuff like that. So those were the two spots we was hanging at. But if you're not into, you know what I'm saying, the zip lining, the adventurous stuff, if that's not your personality, but if that is your personality, Australia do have stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? They have stuff like that. Every time you go somewhere, you get a little tour guide, you know what I'm saying? You can flip through the tour guide or it get emailed to you like a little PDF file, you know what I'm saying? You can scroll through it and then you can find out stuff that you like. It also has prices. It also has maps, like how far it is from different hotels and stuff like that. Like you'll be well informed before you even get there about the stuff that you're trying to do, and then you could get your crew, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't want to do the same stuff, so you gotta pretty much align yourself with the people that want to do that. But if you like a total loner, like you don't like hanging out with nobody, when you go on tours, that is considered like your Liberty buddy, you know what I'm saying? So like you gotta just stay with the tour and you could just be by yourself on the tour, and that works out pretty well for most people too. So now you got your historic sites and you got your zoos and you got your tours and you got your Liberty buddy. Now what we talking about is the hotel rooms. So like the hotel rooms, everywhere you go is gonna be expensive. You know, get that out your mind that you're gonna go cheap every single time you go somewhere, because likely the only cheap way you was gonna get if you have a whole bunch of people in one hotel room and y'all just split the cost. That's the only time it's gonna get cheap on a hotel room. Cause I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they go on deployments and they wanna pay off a lot of stuff back at home. You know what I'm saying? You got family, you got cars, trucks, you got bikes, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of stuff that you gotta pay for, you know, mortgage. So people with responsibilities and things like that, and they trying to go cheap, I suggest you just, you know what I'm saying, hang out with a group of people. That way y'all could just split costs on everything. But if you don't care about costs, you know what I'm saying, ball till you fall, man. You know, you can spend money anywhere and then you could get the best of whatever that place has to offer. How are the malls in Australia? Malls were average, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from places where we have extravagant malls in the United States. So like when I go outside the country, I'm looking for like the most extravagant stuff. If you've been to an extravagant mall in Australia and you say, man, you lying, hey, drop the link in the description box, not the description box, drop the link in the comment box and tell somebody about it, because maybe I didn't go to that mall. But anyway, I did go to a lot of casinos in Brisbane. Brisbane had a lot of casinos. The people were really nice. I think that's because they was trying to take our money, but they were really nice. They were very inviting. You know, the Australians was like, they was friendly to the Americans, and I appreciated that. At the time, I wasn't really into gambling because I seen more people lose money than actually win money with gambling. But best believe some people did win a couple $1,000s, man. They got up on those casinos. So it is possible if you're really good at gambling, you know what I'm saying, you got your game, then, you know what I'm saying, the casinos were there. I didn't want to be boring, so I did learn how to play a few gambling games and stuff like that, but that wasn't really my thing. So how did we travel, man? We pretty much walked majority of the places. So like you could go between Brisbane and you could go between Gold Coast, but like I said in my previous video, man, you're on a time limit. Like you don't really want to be spending most of your time traveling when you want to spend most of your time having fun. So like you'll have a bus to take you to Brisbane, that city, or you have a bus that takes you to Gold Coast, and then like you'll majority spend your time in either or of those places. If you was in the casinos, you was in the sightseeing, historic sites and all that good stuff. If you want to do a lot of tours, you'll likely be on the Brisbane side. But if you like partying, you want to be close to the beach, you want to enjoy your time and go out and stuff like that, you want to not really into the sightseeing thing, you'll probably be on the Gold Coast side. To set the atmosphere, it was cold. Don't think like, you know, I want to say like it was like freezing, like frigid cold. It wasn't like that cold. It was more like a fall weather cold. Like you just had your sweaters, your hoodies, your jeans, you know what I'm saying, your closed toe shoes. Like people were like, they were dressing warm because In the daytime it was sunny, but in the nighttime the temperatures did get a little bit low, like 50s, 40s. It wasn't like too cold where you didn't want to be outside. It was just like horrible, but it was a little cold out there. So at that time, people weren't going to the beach to get in the water and things like that. They were going to the beach, like, you know what I'm saying, see the beach, take a little picture, be like, oh, I'm at the beach in Australia, and then they'll go do something else. All in all, man, I loved Australia, man. That's one of my top places that I've been to. The people I was with, the crew that I was with, I say that all the time, man. That does make the experience a lot better. And that's my review on Australia. I'll go back there in a heartbeat if I could. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Happy holidays, and you know, eat something good if you can. You know what I'm saying? Share some time with some loved ones, and I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.